Warning, the following commentary contains shenanigans of the likes of which you've never seen. Some viewers may find this offensive.
Look out, guys! Don't worry about me! Save yourself!
What's up everyone, I'm Dr. MuchLove, and today it's story time episode 3, bitches, so grab some more popcorn and sit back and relax. So today I'll be going over a couple of stupid fucked up events that I have kind of learnt my mistakes from and moved on into kind of being a bigger and better douche. So the first story I'll be talking about will be the time when I got all jacked up on energy drinks and cheap wine and just did some stupid shit. Okay, so I live in a suburb called Riverside. ... motherfucker. Yes, we all know the fucking song, get over it you goddamn douchebag. Anyway, so me and a couple of my friends, we got real drunk, and then I went into the gas station and grabbed a whole bunch of those little energy shots, downed them down. At about 2 o'clock in the morning, decided to go to the gorge. That's a rocky ravine area, I believe. You motherfuckers don't know, I'm just taking a guess, but who cares, whatever. And I got all jacked up on energy drinks, I was drunk as a motherfucker. And then I jumped into an ice cold pool. Now, it was fucking freezing, probably the coldest I've ever been in my life. My testicles actually shrank up inside of me, like ovaries. It was really weird, I don't want to get into it. Anyway, the moral of the story is don't do that, because I actually had an irregular heartbeat for at least the next week. I'm not kidding you, I kid you not. It was pretty fucking scary. So whenever I masturbated, it was really weird, because it was my heart rate was already weird, and then I was masturbating and my heart rate just pick up even more. I felt like an 80-year-old man who hadn't had sex in 10 years. I was gonna have a heart attack every time I got an erection. Anyway, so we'll move on to some more Riverside shenanigans, shall we? When I was around age 14, possibly even 15, that was the year when I found myself getting arrested. Now, actually with the same group of friends that I ended up going to the gorge with from the previous story. We used to get up to some mischievous shenanigans, example, opening car doors and taking all their goodies. And it was all gravy, because my friend's dad, where all the shit was kept at, he was completely oblivious. He was just the definition of senility. Anyway, I eventually clicked onto it when he's in a duffel bag full of cheap wine and beer under his bed, and that's when he called the cops on us. Now, they rocked up to my house, and I was just in my boxes. I think I'd just gotten through watching some pornographic material, and they came in and they searched my house for everything. Like, I didn't have anything. It was quite a surprise to me, actually. And then they arrested me and took me down to the police station. Now, it was kind of fucked up, because my parents had no idea I was into these sorts of mischievous shenanigans. They thought I was a good little dude. You know, liked banana in pajamas and Rugrats. But really, it was just completely the opposite. So anyway, they get me down to the police station and they fingerprint me and everything, and they're starting to interview me. My parents come down. They're looking at me like, we're not mad at you, we're just disappointed. Everyone knows that's 50 goddamn gajillion times worse. Fucking adults, they know how to pull the strings, And anyway, funny thing is, I actually got out of that whole situation as they were taking me down to get my head shot and everything, which I worked out is illegal now. Fucking corruptimus prime cops. Anyway, the fire alarm went off, and I'm like, oh, this is kind of weird. There's some Irish luck bullshit going on here. Anyway, so they said, okay, well, you've got to go, we'll call you back next week. And to my prevail, they never called back.
Looks like
you know, so that's a pretty good thing. So I guess I kind of just swindled my way out of that one. Now, the next story only happened just the other day. Now, it's how I came across this person we now know as Chunks, and I shot my first gun. Now, I have a couple of friends that live out in the bush, and it's in the scrub. It's in the middle of nowhere. Anyway, so I went out there and seen one of my other friends. His name's Jeremy, and he told me he had a couple of the guns from the Call of Duty series. And I said, can I shoot those? I ain't never shot a gun before. And he's like, alright, for sure. So anyway, I shot this sniper looking gun from World at War, and then I'm a scrawny little motherfucker, so I wasn't gonna bust out the Olympia. Although I watched him shoot the Olympia and the intervention. The Olympia and the intervention are highly illegal in my area, so you know I just got a chubby from the rebellious thrill of it all. And anyway, and this girl formerly known as Chunks came into it is because, well, she was this girl who was around, I don't know, 15, 16 or something, but she looked 10, okay? And she was just drinking with Jeremy and I, and we were pretty fucked up. But she hadn't had that much to drink, but she was telling everyone how well she could drink. I was like, alright then. She had about eight standard drinks by my guess. Although I was drinking straight rum and all sorts of fucked up shit, so I can't really recall that great. But anyway, so then she starts to pass out on this couch, and I say, you need a hand outside, you look like you're gonna vomit, little buddy, because it looks like I'm talking to a 10-year-old here. Mind you, it's like a 16-year-old female who was all fucked up. Something really went wrong on the chromosome tree there. Anywho, and she said no, and then she just started leaning on my friend Jeremy, and next thing you know, all over his leg. Yes, her vomiting sounded like an Arnold Schwarzenegger reunion. It was all fucked up. And I look down at her leg, and I see chunks of vomit all over her leg. And for some reason that stuck in my head, even after copious amounts of disgusting rum. So I felt like Johnny Depp by the end of the night. And in the morning I woke up and she was already up. She must have drank a whole lot of water and she just kept vomiting. She must have broke the Guinness fucking world record for vomiting for someone her size. She probably weighs like 30 to 40 kilos or some shit, and she at least vomited 20 gallons of liquid. So, you know, call up Guinness and let them know what the fuck's going on. And so by the end of the day I'd come up with a dance, teach me how to chunky, you know, chunk to the left, chunk to the right, chunk all around, chunk all night. I got a little shuffle dance to it. You know, if you're ever in my area, hit me up and I'll show you how to work it. But yeah. So I'm basically officially a fucking boss now. Well, it's about time for me to be hitting the old dusty trail. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this episode of Much Love Gaming. You know this has been. Peace out. Much love.